Welcome back. And as promised before the break, now we will talk about how to solve communication in really harsh environments, in railway application, in factory, shop floor applications, etc. And you see it a little bit beside me already there, our famous Hahn. So somehow also we are reaching the Harting DNA now, and I'm happy to introduce Joachim again on stage and Heiko Meier, who will run the next slot.
Yeah, welcome once again. So we now come, as Kilian just said, to the Harting DNA. Harting is famous for connectors which have high quality, which can be used in very rough and harsh environments where there is shock, vibration, and so on. So he's right. That is our Harting DNA of connectivity. And yeah, we now come to outstanding requirements. Our connectors has to withstand in certain applications. So let's start with the Ethernet installation portfolio in general, that you know, okay, which kind of products Harting is providing, and afterwards step in those applications and step into the corresponding requirements. So one part of installation for Harting is the Ethernet cable connectivity inside the cabinet, so IP20, which are typically, as you know, not that vibration and shock stressed, but a big part of our portfolio. Second part is then the IP65 world, so everywhere outside of the cabinet, unprotected, really there where I would say the music plays. So we have a lot of different IP65 connectors for Ethernet, no matter if they are in circular, like M12 connectors, X-coded, decoded, M8 connectors, decoded, the AIDA automotive connectors with push-pull locking systems. So a lot of device connectivity in the IP65 world.
Yeah, and the one important topic is the so-called Hahn connector. Hahn means Harting norm. Harting is very famous for this kind of connectors. This connector is also really important for Ethernet transmission if you need to combine Ethernet with power or other signals. For example, I have here a sample with Hahn modular with me. You can combine power, data, signal, RJ45 connectors, M12 connectors, or special Ethernet connectors for railway solutions like the Hahn megabit or the gigabit module. You can combine as you need for indoor, for outdoor, cable to cable, a panel feed through, or whatever you need. So we have here a great portfolio to find the right solution for any kind of application with Ethernet. So this kind of connector is the market standard for industrial application, and depending on your need, you have any option to combine it. Just short teaser for another new product which will be launched at the Hanover Fair. This is a Domino RJ45 module which offers much more flexibility. It will be launched at the Hanover Fair, so please come also to the Hanover Fair and visit our stand. And then we can show you also some more details. But let's go back to the Ethernet-specific solutions, Joachim.
Yeah, but I would say that's a very important part. So as Heiko said, so these connectors are our bread and butter products. We have nice Ethernet solutions. And to be honest, here with Heiko Meier, one of our experienced product managers, how many years with Harting?
Yeah, I started more than 25 years ago in the Harting, let's say, DNA department at Harting Electric. Yeah. So responsible as a product manager for heavy-duty connectors.
Yeah, perfect. So the right guy for this session here, for sure. Besides that, we have a certain part of Ethernet switches for the IP20 world as well as for the IP65 world. Okay, so that's in general the portfolio which we cover. Let's go to target markets. Where do we sell all these products? So we have many different target markets. I will not present all of them. just to let you know those target markets which really have outstanding requirements, which we will explain later on. For sure is the railway market. Yeah, railway market, Harting is very well established in. Secondly is the robotic market, also an application where there are really rough and harsh environments. Third one for sure is machinery. Surely there are different kind of machines, but some kinds of machines are really stressed in very harsh environments. And last but not least, a market we will not cover by today, but as we all know, so energy, especially wind energy, with all those climatic and chemical things, salt, water spray, and so on, so is also a market we will not cover by today, but which has very outstanding requirements. And now I would say let's start with railway.
Okay, let's take a detailed look in some railway applications. Probably if you think about trains or trams or whatever, there are several different applications which are relevant for Ethernet and Ethernet connections. First of all, everybody can think IP cameras are important things which need to be installed and connected. Then we also have the control and security systems for the communication with different things to take care that the train is in the right way. Another thing is wireless access points. In regards of wireless access points, it's for our customers always important to have the latest technology. So if you probably know that the Ethernet connection in trains as a passenger must be also a high speed if possible. And therefore, our customers have the need to have a high data transmission. Even Cat6 is not enough. So customers' requirement is higher. Probably Cat7a is preferred. Another thing is, of course, the passenger information system, which need to be connected via Ethernet. So all those things must be connected and installed in the right way. For our customers, it's impossible to change the wiring after some years. So the lifetime of trains is more than 30 years, and therefore they need to install the components which are up to date for the next several years. If we take a more detailed look in the applications where our connectors are installed, you will see them also often in real life. Between two wagons, there's the jumper connection with our Harting connector. But also below the trains, several connections are installed with highest mechanical and electrical climatic requirements. So if we think about requirements, important requirements are against shock and vibration. All our products are tested and approved according to the railway requirement. Most of our products are Cat 2 category approved, and in regards of climate, the standard requirement is minus 40 degrees, but we also have approvals for Arctic areas up to minus 55, but also for applications in deserts, we have our connectors approved. If you think about desert applications, think about dust and such things which need to be protected by our hoods and housings. Yeah, altogether, you can imagine such a train has really high conditions. You need to be mechanically approved according such things. Yeah. Then let's go back to Joachim, showing the next application area.
Yeah, let's now come to the robotic market. As I mentioned, also a very big market for Harting. So where are our products typically used? So a typically robot consists of many tools and sensors at the robot flange, so at the head, where there is a lot of Ethernet connectivity. Then we have the connection, the cabling in the dress pack. So there are two options: going via the dress pack or going inside the robot through the access to the ground of the robot foot. Yeah, it's a good transition. So robot foot, very important. Each robot has a connection to the outside world with heavy and well-protected connectors. Then typically in each axis of a robot there is a servo drive, and of course each robot has a control unit. Yeah, so those are the applications our connectors are typically used in. And if we have now a look onto the requirements, so as you can see here, a typical production hall. It's more an older video, but you can really see and feel the requirements which are really existing in those areas. So you have a lot of stress from vibration, shock, but the connectors, and that's very, very important. They have really to be a very strong IP rating. So the Harting connectors we have typically at least up to IP65, IP67 rated IP protection, but as you know, we deliver to so many target markets and customers that even we have certain products which are protected up to 69K. Yeah, so really here a very outstanding requirement. And if we have a look on the resistance, the connectors have to withstand. So also chemical resistance is very, very important because we all know in those production plants there is a lot of influence from, for example, oil to other things which are stressing the cable, which are stressing the connector itself. And such a robot, for example, from KUKA, it needs to work 24 hours, 7 days a week, and typically not just 1 to 5 years, even up to 20 or 25. Yeah? So you can really imagine that the connector, especially the housing, needs really to be well developed, well qualified, well prepared in order to avoid any kind of downtime. And yeah, exactly that is a field where we as Harting as a company are very familiar and well known for. Third example, so the machinery market, also full of different Ethernet applications. Inside the cabinet, certain switches, converters, any other devices which have to be cabled in a certain way in the IP20 world. Then we have the HMIs, more outside, in the outside cabinet world, which have to be connected. Sensors, I/O boxes, actuators. So I guess you know those applications even better than me. But a lot, also here, a lot of Ethernet applications which have to be cabled. Coming to the requirements, especially in the machinery market, of course, depending on the corresponding application, corresponding machine, high-speed data transmission is very important. Typically, a typical machine is using with fast Ethernet, 100 Mbit, but there are also applications for 1 gigabit or even 10 gigabit. Yeah, so this is really is a requirement of certain applications, especially for vision camera systems. The high data rate and bandwidth is very, very important. We had on yesterday here company SICK who introduced a vision camera system using artificial intelligence. I know from our own production, this topic is really become more and more important during the next years. So means bandwidth and high data rate is also a requirement which our connectors or which we need to provide solutions for. So means to a little bit sum it up, Harting is in those markets you can see here, beside other target markets. And those markets, of course, do not contain just 1 or 2 requirements we have just introduced. So we have done a certain selection, which is most famous for which market. But all in all, those requirements presented, those you can see here, are typically valid in all those markets you see on the screen. All right. So that was the basic outline. Something to add?
Thank you, Joachim. It was a great overview. I think if someone is interested in some more details, I will underline again, please come to the Hanover Fair and visit us. Get in contact directly with us. We have several experts who can explain you all the details you need to know.
All right, perfect.
So, thank you guys.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Joachim. We'll see you again. That was on point by a second, perfect in timing. Thank you very much for that. And I would like to underline what Heiko just said. Yeah? So still our digital channels are open, but also we are happy to meet you all in Hanover and on the fairs of the world. Is a very important point. Thank you for that, Heiko. So now, by introducing the last session to you, I talked about the Harting DNA. And for us, for sure, it's particularly special because on all our products, there is a family name printed on the products. And with this, there's coming a long, particular promise of quality at the end of the day.